their inability to pay the assessment for the home improvement, they were all related to their inability to pay anything. And in those situations, it was a write-off for us.
So it's held as a lien if a property goes into foreclosure and you get your money before everybody else? Is that what essentially happens?
No, that's the contractual subordination part. Basically means we waive our right to that lien.
All right.
And basically what Paul Polk told me is that, when you pay your tax bill, you can't portion it out. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay the assessment down here, but I'm not gonna pay the property stuff up here. Like, that doesn't happen. So, you have to pay your whole tax bill in order for this assessment to get, paid. When you say the people that you're targeting, it sounds to me like you're targeting people that maybe have bad credit and couldn't, have that kind of credit line on their credit card or something like that. Is that the audience?
Well, no, that is not who we're targeting. Our average FICO score of the installations that we've done is 722. It is accurate, though, to say that credit does not play as a role, as certainly not near as important role as a standard financing. Under the new PACE Nation guidelines, we do collect credit. We actually haven't collected credit information up until now. We're going to start doing that. Our objective there is to basically gather kind of a more complete picture of the homeowner's ability to actually repay the loan. But credit plays much less a factor. What is really important to us is that you have a history of paying your property taxes and you have a history of paying your mortgage. But essentially, there is no target per se. There's a lot of folks that we would weed out of the program, but the target is whomever the contractor is out there talking to and whomever the contractor is having conversations with. 9 times out of 10, although we're happy to partner with the city and the county for any marketing efforts, but 9 times out of 10, the first time the homeowner is going to understand that this is an option is when the contractor explains it to them. And that is why it's so important for us to keep the contractor's feet to the fire.
Gary?
So I'm not somebody that's going to go to you to buy an air conditioner. I'll tell you that right now.
Correct.
Life has been good to me. However, I could see a scenario, and as I referred to in Sanibel, if I want to put solar panels on and I can finance it through you at 6%, and I'm going to be saving 12% on my investment, I'm 6% high. Why not? Why not? Because you're able to facilitate that for me.
Well, that is the whole thing. In fact, my previous career, I've been working with this company for about 1 year. My previous career is I've represented the solar industry in the state of Florida for the past 8 or 9 years. And hands down, without a doubt, the single biggest barrier to seeing more solar on more rooftops in this state is that upfront cost. And this is a program that will defer that upfront cost and make it more realistic to make those payments over the course of the useful life of the project.
Sanibel has a very good case history on how they were able to do this, and it does have a positive payback for their community, and they're very heavily invested in the solar energy as that result.
You just reiterate that, because I've dealt in solar before, and that was the issue always is people had to put $25,000, $30,000 into it. If they're able to get in, not only is the money relatively inexpensive to what they would pay, it also allows them to save on their power bill. So I think it actually is a very positive something that we could give to our citizens. I think it's something to consider.
Well, you've been very successful in lobbying the legislature to make different rules for your industry, which is interesting. Nancy?
Question is, how do the residents find you? Do they go to their vendor first, and the vendor then is who would suggest this as a payment mechanism?
Typically, that is the way it works. We will, we do, look, what I can say about my company is we don't do things by half measures. I witnessed that, the way that they operate in other areas. And so there will be a marketing campaign. There is a marketing campaign that's kind of underway. And so homeowners will hear about Hero. Hero is the name of our program, Home Energy Renovation Opportunity. So they will hear about it in the news and in the media, and we'll do our best to kind of cover the state. But typically, the homeowner, who had not caught that in the news would hear about this through their contractor. And that's why, again, for us, it's so important to make sure that we're putting the very best contractors as part of the program.
Well, I think we need to continue this if we can and get some more information.
We can continue it. We have a lot of projects on our plate. So when would you like this back?
Well, like you said, if you're speaking the Vicky Potts is probably the most important. That's probably the most important piece.
Get some feedback.
We can get feedback.
Okay.
All we were trying to do was to see if you wanted to bring it back for a public hearing with a resolution.
Not quite yet, I'm hearing.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Okay, we're not done yet. Do we need a break or are we all okay? You want a 5-minute?
Nature break?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
It's 12:08.
Nature break, I like that.
Are we gonna break for